Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And Matthews has it right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. Dances by him, and he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Taylor to his big tight end, Clay, for the Buffalo first. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, it's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go!
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
This is Jones. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Defense showing blitz. On first down, Brady. Caught right side, it's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down, here's Brady. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Taylor to throw. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They try again with Lewis. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Taylor on first down. Completes it to Benjamin. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On second down, Taylor. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. On first and 10, it's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now,
and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action. Now it's Brady. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Let's go! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex Ohio! Ohio!
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! What? Nothing! What? Nothing! Flex here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Now McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw is Brady. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Oh, now he bowls him over. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 19. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Let's go.
In motion, the tight end play.
Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills add on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and now it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll look to set up his blockers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A give to Jones. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. To throw on 2nd down. Brady, he's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And Cooks has it over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Brady. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it gives the Pats a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. New England on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, that's Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And here's the first Patriot catch for the former Bill, Chris Hogan. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. One final try now for Brady. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Buffalo, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.